Hello everybody, my name is Shah here. In today's video I'm going to show you how you can make a Google Translate application in Python. So the first thing I'm going to do is give a quick review on how this app works, or program works. So I'm going to start by running it, and you can see we have a Google Translate window. So for example, like if I want to translate, let's find English, because English is the only language I know. So English, for example, to Hindi, you can say, "Hi, how are you?" And you can see it returns it back. Or let's say we change it to, for example, Malayan. So if we translate now, you can see it returns this back. And for example, I change it to let's say there's a lot of languages, like for example Indonesia. So we can copy it, and you can see on the bottom right it says text has been copied to clipboard, and we can click
Hi
this out.
APA Kabar. Hi APA Kabar.
So you can see like it returns back the following translated text, but in the voice form. So yeah, let's get started with the tutorial. So first I'm gonna import all of the dependencies or modules. So I'm gonna import ttkbootstrap as ttk. Well, I'm gonna speed this process up, so yeah. All right, so we're back. So after we imported everything, we can say translator is equal to translator and engine is equal to pypt sx3.init. Okay, so after we do that, we want to make our class. So class language translator, and define init self master, and self.master is equal to master. And now we're gonna make the functions later, but let's come down here and say root is equal to ttk.window, team name is equal to Cosmo. So now we're going to basically set the window, and we're also going to make our application. We'll call out the class language translator, and we can pass in root. Now we can just do main loop, run.main loop without main loop. Okay, so after you do that, now we're going to start by making our functions. So we can start by making the first one. We're going to make the main window first, and then we'll make the widgets and the stuff later. So for the main window, we can say define main window self, and we can say self.master geometry, and I'm going to make the size of it 600 by 430 plus 300 plus 500. So this will basically set the position and the size of our window. I'm going to set the title dot title language translator. Then after that, I'm going to say self.master resizable dot resizable fall, or we actually can say width is equal to 0, height is equal to 0. Now we're going to set the icon for the application. So all of these pictures I will link down below into the description, so it's okay. So sorry, why am I writing a comment? So the icon is equal to ttk.photo image file is equal to icon.png self.master icon photo false, and insert the icon. Now we're going to make the label title equal to ttk.label self.master text is equal to Google Translate, and the font will be Helvetica 32, and we're going to set it to bold. Alright, and we're going to just pack it. Alright, well, that looks nice. So after we do that, I'm going to call the UI method to the constructor, or just run the functions in simple terms. So I want to write a comment calling the UI method and constructor. We can just run this main window. So basically it's running this piece of code into here. So now we can run this. Alright, so now we can run this. Oh, we first have to save it. Forgot about that. So we can make a new one. Underscore YouTube. Google Translate underscore YouTube. So we can save that. Now we can run it. You can see we have an invalid syntax. I'll just remove that. Now if we run it, wait, we have a spelling mistake here. Main, let's see here, main window. And we have to insert our pictures. So alright, so these are the pictures. I'll just copy them and paste it right into here. I will link these down in the description. Now if you run it, you can see we have a basic window. Alright, so that looks pretty nice. Now we can make our widgets. So let's start with making the widgets now. Alright, so we can create a window. Alright, so now we can make the function for the widgets. So we're gonna say define widgets. Then we're also gonna pass through our self, and we're also gonna make a canvas. So we're gonna say self.canvas is equal to ttk.canvas self.master, and we're gonna make the width 600, height also 400, and self.canvas.path. Alright, now we're gonna get all the languages, so we're gonna say language underscore data is equal to googletrans dot languages. Now if you don't understand what this does, I'll just show you in a minute. So self.widgets, now if I print language data, it's gonna return back, sorry, spelling mistake. It's gonna return back all the languages, as you can see. So now that you understand, now we can continue on, and we can get the values using the values function. So you saw it was a dictionary. Now if you want to only get the languages, the values, I mean, we're gonna say language underscore values is equal to language underscore data dot values. Now let's print this. Now as you can see, it only prints the languages, but you can see it's in this dictionary values kind of type. So like now we have to convert it to a list, which you can make again. So convert to list, languages is equal to list language underscore values. Now if we print languages, you will see that now you only get the languages. So now that we got only the languages, now let's make our combo box for entering the data. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna separate here and say first combo box. Now, and for source language, actually, for source language, now we're gonna say self dot from language, which is gonna be the first combo box is equal to ttk dot combo box and self dot canvas. We're gonna make the width as 36, good, and boot style as primary, and the values languages, which is the dictionary we just made and list we just made. Now we're gonna set like the default value as the first one from the list. So to make that clear for you, from the whole list, it's gonna put the first one as default. So current 0, and they're gonna create canvas dot create window at 370. Window is equal to self dot image underscore label. Sorry. So, what was it? From language, yes. Okay, now let's run this and see how it goes. Oh, yeah, we forgot to place a comma. Now let's run. Create window. Just say, oh. Now let's run this. Now you can see we get our first combo box, which is nice. Alright, now we're gonna make that arrow icon. So we're gonna say loading the arrow icon. So we're gonna say self.arrow underscore icon is equal to ttk dot photo image, and we're gonna place the file as arrows.png and self, oh, sorry, photo image should be 1w photo image. Then we're gonna set the file as arrows.png and self.resized underscore icon is equal to self.arrow underscore icon dot subsample 15 to 15. Now we're gonna create the label. So we're gonna say self dot image underscore label is equal to ttk dot label self dot master. Now we're gonna put the image as a self dot resized icon. Now we're gonna create the window. So dot create window, create window 370 window is equal to self dot image underscore label. Now let's run this, and we can see we have the arrow in the middle, and I think I did a mistake maybe with the comment box. Let me just check it. So 150, it should be 150. Yeah, that looks good. All right, now let's make the second combo box. Should be pretty easy. We can just copy paste this. Now we can set the name from to language. I mean, from language to true language, and we can set it as the 22nd language. And this, yeah, it looks good. We just have to change the position of it to 450. Oh, what happened? Oh, we have to, let's see, window self to language, not from. Now you can see we have both our combo boxes, okay, which looks nice. So now we're gonna make the scrollable text for putting the input. It's gonna be easy. All right, so let's say scrollable text for output self dot to text is equal to scroll text self dot master, and we're gonna make the font as Dotum and the width to 30 and the height to 10. And we're going to say self dot canvas dot create window 150 200 window is equal to self dot from text, and that looks good, so we can run this. Oh, sorry. Scroll into text. Language from text. So you mean to text? Where is that? Oh yes, and it should be to text. All right. Yes, that looks good. Okay. All right. So now we can do this for the next one. So you can just copy this if I'm not mistaken. It's the same thing. So we can say scrollable text for output. You can put it from to text to from text. And now we can. All right, so now we can check it. Okay, that looks good. So now we can load the icons. Loading icons, and we can say self.speaker icon is equal to ttk.photo image file is equal to speaker.png dot subsample 5 to 4 self. Well, let's just see how this one looks like. Well, actually no, this is the loading. I forgot. Okay, well, okay, I'll just skip this part. I'll just, yeah, edit this part out. It's gonna take a while. All right, so after we have that finished, we can start working on the other functions. So we can start on the speak function. So we can say define speak self you can say self.text is equal to self.to underscore text dot to underscore text dot get 1.0 ttk dot end, then rate is equal to the engine dot get property rate, and this I'll just finish up quickly, so I'll also write comments for you guys. Alright, I'm done. So after we do that, we also need to write the command. So for example, speak button command is equal to self.speak. Now I'll write this from before. Command is equal to self.copy. So now we'll make the copy function. So I'll say define copy self and I'll say toast is equal to toast notification, and I'll say title is equal to clipboard and the message is text has been copied to clipboard, and we can say duration is 3000 milliseconds, and we can close that, and we can say we can show the notification. So toast.show toast toast self.text is equal to self.to underscore text.get 1.0 ttk.end pyperclip.copy self.text, and after all that's finished, now we can run it. Actually, I have to make an equal sign so I can say hi. Oh, let's check why. Oh, okay, I forgot to alright, let's test it now. Actually, wait, let me just change this to 21 to 0. Now let's try it so I can say hi. Hi, how are you? Yeah, and we can copy it, and we can
Hi ho gon dit met you.
alright guys, so that's it to this video and this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I spent a lot of time on this video, so it means a lot if you hit the subscribe button with notifications on so you never miss a video. And that's all I have to say. Goodbye.